Okay, hello. Today we're going to learn about one-point perspective drawing. So perspective drawing is when you create three-dimensional objects on a two-dimensional surface. So a paper is flat, which is called two-dimensional, and when you make objects that show more than one side, we call that 3D. So we're making 3D on a 2D surface. So we call this one-point perspective because we have a thing called a vanishing point. So as you can see right here, we have a horizon line which separates the sky from the ground. And the vanishing point means we're going to draw lines to that vanishing point to make it look like it's getting further away. Because one thing about perspective drawing is not only making 3D shapes, we're also giving it a sense of space and depth. Like it looks like it's going further towards that vanishing point. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with horizon line, which is a horizontal line. Now we're going to line up the ruler, as you can see, the straight edge of the ruler to the straight edge of the paper. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to get a true horizontal line. Okay, horizontal and vertical are true positions, and if they tilt ever so slightly, then they will be considered diagonals. Okay, so I'm going to make my horizon line. I'm going to put a dot in the middle that will represent my vanishing point. Okay, so the first step we're going to do is I'm going to make a square. Now, once again, it doesn't matter if I use the top or the bottom. I line my ruler up all the time. That way I can get nice, so I'm going to make a nice vertical line. Okay, I'm going to line my ruler up at the edge again, and you can see I keep doing that, and I'm going to get a nice horizontal line. Okay, I'll do that again. So we're trying to make these positions as true as possible, these verticals and horizontals. Okay, so I made a square. If it's a rectangle, it's fine. Okay, now right now it's flat. It doesn't look three-dimensional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from corner to corner. If I go from the corner to this vanishing point, and again, you must use a ruler for this. If you don't have a ruler, you can use the side of a book. All right, something with a straight edge. Okay, so I'm going to show what to do in a second. I'll explain it after I'm done. Okay, there you go. So now I'm only using the top, these top two corners and the bottom left corner here, okay? So now what I have here is it's starting to look like a 3D shape. So we're going to make some buildings. So we're going to call this the front. This will be the top, and this will be the side. So now in order to make my building, again, I'm going to line up my ruler to the paper. Okay, I'm going to make a vertical. Now here's the hard part. We got to make sure the vertical is exactly parallel to my other verticals. Okay, again, if it tilts a little, it's not going to look right. Now I'm going to draw, so far I've got, here's my side, here's my front. Now here's my top. I'm going to, again, from this point to the edge of the paper, I'm going to line it up and connect it, and boom, voila, you have now a building or a cube or whatever you want to call it in perfect perspective. Now, what if we want to make something that looks like it's further away? So you always work within the perspective lines. So I'm gonna make two vertical lines. And again, if this is going fast, you can always rewind it and pause the video as many times as you want. So I'm making two vertical lines. So again, here's my front, my side, my top. I just made a front. Now I'm going to make my top by, again, from this point to this point. Here we go. I'm going to line it up. And now I'm going to make two horizontals. And I'm going to stop and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so again, look what I'm doing. I have a little space here, okay? So we don't want our buildings on top of each other. So I have a front and a top. I need the side now. So again, I'm going to line my ruler up to the edge of the paper, always. And as you can see, this is getting blocked, so it can't go all the way through. You just stop it. You don't have to let it go all the way through. And boom, now I got two buildings next to each other. I can make another one if I want, but I'll just leave it two for now, okay? Now, how do we make that roof? Okay, well, I'll show you how to make the roof. We're going to make a triangle. Okay, so we're making a classic gabled roof there. Okay, so now from this point of the triangle, I'm going to go to the vanishing point. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to make the other part of the roof. So this is now a diagonal line. I'm going to slide my ruler to about the edge of the building here. I'm going to kind of eye it, and there's my house. You can erase the lines as you go so you don't get confused, because after a while, you're going to have a lot of extra perspective lines. And there's my first house. Now for the next roof, the line's already drawn, so all I have to do is draw the triangle to it. Okay? And I'll erase that line so you can see what we're doing. And now I need the rest of it. So of course I'm gonna line it up. I'm gonna move it a little, and there you go. And again, if I'm going fast, again, you can watch as many times as you want, okay? I mean, if you want to even shade it just a little, just to show we could see the roof. So sometimes a lot of the lines gets confusing, so I'll just shade a little there. All right, and there you go. Now we're gonna make a road. This is fun. You're gonna, from the vanishing point, we're gonna make two diagonal lines, and boom, we got a road. Okay, and then you could, if you want to practice again on the other side, again, I'm gonna just do this kind of fast. Again, you could do it on your own, nice and slow. And again, if it's not perfect, it's okay. This is just good practice. Okay. Oops. All right, I went a little off, but it's okay. Okay, so there's one house. Okay, and my second house. Right, again, I'm gonna make 2 verticals, 2 horizontals. Okay, and then I'm gonna show the other part. Again, this is going super fast, but it's okay. I don't want this, I don't want to take too much time here, so we're gonna just do it fast. Okay, from the top here, boom. Okay, now I need the side of the roof. Okay, and then again, you erase those extra lines so you don't get confused, okay? And then before you know it, boom, okay, you have a nice perspective drawing. There'll be another video to learn about windows and doors, and then there'll be some more other things you're gonna learn about perspective. Okay, well, enjoy.